If you've been paying attention to the world of crypto, you've probably heard about this thing called proof of work. If it's new to you, it might take a bit to wrap your head around it, but once it clicks, you'll understand that it's something that makes blockchain so innovative and pretty much the reason why we call this new digital money cryptocurrency. Now, before we get going, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button for me, give it a little tap, and let's roll. Now, to be fair, I want this to make sense to you, and it will be a lot clearer if you watch our blockchain explainer video. So if you want, you can go check out that video and then come back. But if you're still here, all right, listen up. Let's keep it simple. The thing to understand about proof of work is that it's a clever way to achieve consensus and security on a blockchain. It's crucial that all the machines, devices, people, and nodes on the network agree on one version of the blockchain. Consensus is key, but there's a problem. No single entity is in charge. So how do you get a network of equals to agree on something? And how do you stop a bad guy from stealing cryptocurrency?
Another cryptocurrency bridge was hacked, this one amounting to $100 million stolen.
Those are problems that the creator or creators of Bitcoin, aka Satoshi Nakamoto, was faced with when Bitcoin was first launched in 2009.
That's why we need to act boldly and act now.
And to solve the issues, the process of proof of work was key. Proof of work is a consensus mechanism. In other words, it is a way to get a decentralized network to agree on something. It's a solution to the nobody is in charge problem. There are other consensus mechanisms such as proof of stake, which we'll cover in another video.
You won't be disappointed in these stakes, man.
But proof of work is the original and most secure. So, what is it and how does it work? To answer that, we first need to see how transactions are added to the blockchain through a process called mining.
They've struck gold on the Titus farm here, not many miles from Cincinnati.
Let's say I want to send you some Bitcoin. When I hit send, you don't get it instantly. It's a process that takes about 10 minutes or so. And here's how it goes. First, my transaction gets broadcast out to the blockchain network and placed in a pool of pending transactions. Those pending transactions are waiting to be added to the blockchain. And from there, special nodes called miners step in. They're responsible for actually adding those transactions to the blockchain. They do this by taking some of those transactions and bundling them into what's called a block. Okay, you getting this, right? You get it? You have blocks that are being chained together, and it's pretty much just a file containing a limited number of transactions. Now, to continue this chain of blocks and to maintain consensus, only one block of transactions gets added at a time once every 10 minutes or so, and the network needs to agree on what the next block is. This is where proof of work comes in. In order to add a block, miners must first compete in a mathematical challenge.
What?
Nah, I don't mean you gotta pull out a calculator and start doing some quick maths. It's all done using the miners' machines. They're pitted against each other in a kind of number guessing race. The winner gets to add their block to the blockchain and they're rewarded with some newly minted cryptocurrency.
This is my lucky night.
It's the only way that the new coins are generated, and it's why they are called miners. Do some work, get some digital gold. All right, let's dig a bit deeper into this number guessing challenge. Basically, each block comes with a unique set of mystery numbers and the first miner to guess one of those mystery numbers gets to mine the block, attaching their winning numbers as a proof of work. I hope you're still with me on this. I'm trying my best to keep it simple. Okay, so these numbers are actually generated using what's called a cryptographic hash function, which is why it's called a cryptocurrency. It's a really sophisticated process, but don't worry, we got the videos to help you on how it all works, so make sure you are subscribed, all right? The only way for a miner to find a winning number is by having their computer sift through lots and lots of numbers really quickly. So, with proof of work, the work is the resources expended to solve the number game, expensive computer hardware, and electricity to power it. As you can imagine, faster computers give miners an advantage. That's why miners buy special computers designed just to mine cryptocurrency. Those computers are basically just powerful number generators. In theory, a miner could get really lucky and just guess the right number first try. But the odds of that are not happening. On average, it takes a lot of guesses, and the more guesses a miner's computer makes in a shorter time, the more likely they'll win. Kind of like buying lots and lots of lottery tickets, I guess. There are a couple of security features here. One is that if a block is edited in any way, even a single number or character, it resets a number challenge, resulting in a different set of winning numbers, so it has to be done all over again, or else the network will reject it, knowing it has been tampered with. There's one more clever feature. Each block contains a reference to the previous block, so they're all linked together just like a chain. That means if you edit any one block, all subsequent blocks become invalid as well. Now, how does this actually secure the network in practice? It comes down to this. A fraudster would have to use a virtually unattainable amount of computing power and energy in order to successfully attack a network like the Bitcoin network. That's all thanks to proof of work. Well, that's the basics of proof of work for you. And there's even so much more detail we could dig into. The most important thing to understand about proof of work, it's what makes the Bitcoin network and many other cryptocurrencies so secure. Thanks to proof of work, it's virtually impossible to hack or shut down the blockchain. Thanks for watching. Please give this a like, add your comments, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out our other videos on Currency.com.